That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man? With my name in your mouth, I do the make on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo, I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, no, I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. Home never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo, I'm too up, brown blew up, copped that new Ray from them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we would blow your booth up if your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now.
I let my birds come in. Soon as I got seats in there, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ram! Four down!
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
10 at the 38.
Wrap. Here we go. 180.
Play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the right. Black, come on. There we go, back. 120. Eyes up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wells. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the down, it's Wells. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield at a 46-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers.
Here we go!
And then, of course, taking it away,
Brad
making the
38.
catch, and going in the other direction.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ohio! Ohio! Shift, shift.
Nice little carry on second down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
58, right over there,
that's
right
a
over
big
there.
day.
Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
It was a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively are the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it. Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security plan of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Rip, rip.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Ram, ram, ram. Go forward to Mike.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Off play action. Going on top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Alert 86. Alert 86. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy lift come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
44 to Mike, 47.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And he said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
3
120!
down.
That's it!
3 on 3. Motion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it right. In this case, first completion, he might be off to the races.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Rip.
Check 6 guys.
There we go, back. 180!
He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hang in there now, hang in there now.
The last couple of plays, now it's 3rd and 14.
86 is on the go, 86 on the go. That's you. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
You.
Drive begins with a run by Geis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Check. 4 down.
We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. In this 1st quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end right. You got 4. We got 4.
Flex round!
Let's go, motion.
Ohio!
but couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Ohio.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bump, incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even. Flex round. 58, Mike. Flex round.
From the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Look, it's intercepted.
And they'll go on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
That is right. There we go. Back man. 180.
Shotgun now for Wayne. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense,
On the ball.
find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Shift. Bullshit. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, 4 down. Black, come on. Lion. Shorty.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the ball. Hey, Grade 15. Check. 82.
On 2nd down. here's Wentz. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
There we go. Back man. 120. What's this on? What's up?
They'll run him out of the guns. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result each and every attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Four down. Watch twist.
They start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch 7. Single.
Control on 2nd down. Pump. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Four down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10
Run.
at their 25-yard line. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, ram! Touch! 120!
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play action. Now wins. And he connects with Hurts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Come on now, come on now,
Let's
let's
use
go.
their size and their strength, try to occupy
Down and
some
man
space
inside,
and
down and
kind
man.
of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
What's that? What's that?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What's that? What's that?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Black, come on. 4 down. Check, 4 down.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
I'm just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Don't be mad. It's gonna work. Here we go. 180. Here's shit. Watch the run.
Wentz throwing on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Two jet.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 36 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Looking deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Out there, check the outs out there. 3 down. Hey, watch it, watch it. Flex round! Flex round! Yes, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Play action. Rolling to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3 down. Shift. Ohio. And 58 is a Mike.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. Lady! Drag it! Check back.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him. Put the down marker back to work.
Chase can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Come on now. Let's go. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Final shot before half for Wentz. It's complete. Left side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
He wasn't ready.
So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's hit the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A great play there with what can score a 106-yard return. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two.
Go.
I would agree with that totally. I would listen in the locker room. They talked about some of the areas. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
In
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
There we go. Back.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run again with Pember. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point.
Sunday.
This will be 3rd and 5.
4 down.
Throwing his wins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a moment in the middle of the field where you don't have to play on football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here come the Redskins now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Hey, come on, let's go. What? Nice.
Trying to get this running game going with Geis. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, 4 down. Ohio.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Ohio.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Come on,
that was a
let's
nice,
go.
easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
58.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ohio! Ohio! Whip, 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 whip.
Forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Run, 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 and run it. Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Flex round! Flex round! 58, right over there, right over there.
Operating from the gun. Bumped toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Come on now.
This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Ohio, Ohio. 89, go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Watch the shift, watch the shift.
They'll run him now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Ohio! 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 Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Bump. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions in this second half. 1st and 10. Two guys. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Tackled that time by Cindy Jones.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 down. 4 down. Come on, let's go. Red 30.
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! We got 4. We got 4. Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again. His throw incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they look to throw. Making a turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Touch! Brady!
They're on the ground they go with a running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go. Waiting!
They run a third here on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And going down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy we want to see consistently. Let's go inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should.
Come on now.
Everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Hey, grade 15. Grade 15. 3 down. Here we go. Waiting. check, check.
Wants to throw on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. 120!
Inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll be giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out here in the eye.
Back.
They'll try and run for 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
They did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1.
Four down. Alert. Out.
This is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3 down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Go close the mic.
Their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Goal.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, grade 15. Hey, we gotta go. Hey, grade 15.
Now and he's going to be intercepted the 3rd time. Picked up down at the 2. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go. Grade 38.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher, this is my theme of that. He says, don't put plasticity when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Shame, baby. Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
Ohio!
There could be some opportunities.
And you said key
Flex
third down.
round! Flex
Highlight that
round!
word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Flex round! Flex round! Under crunch! Under crunch! Ohio! Ohio!
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
4 down, 4 down. Check 26, check 26.
First down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
On the run, it's Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the handoff, this guy. And he'll be blocked out. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of
go.
downs for this offense. First and 10.
White 90!
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. 58 to Mike. Flex round! Flex round! Hey, check. Watch switch. 58. Flex round! Flex round!
Looks like a ball here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%.
Flex round!
4 for
Flex
9.
round!
This is 3rd down and 12.
Even. 4 down. Even. Ohio!
From the gun. Buck. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
trying to quick hit her inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose.
Let's go! They stay on the ground once again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, 4 down.
Hot! The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels.